Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Geminians, it's quite a big month. The big news being that we have Mercury that is retrograde the entire month. It's retrograde till about 23rd. And then we have the mighty Saturn that is going to be changing signs for the next 2.5 years. On the 3rd, we have a full moon that is there in your own house, Gemini. So it's a very, very powerful time, and it's happening towards the end of the year. So it's a time where you could be taking stock of where you have come, your goals, your dreams, your desires, where it is that you see yourself going in the future. And full moons are normally very emotional, because it's something which has come to a culmination. There is an understanding, there's a realization that is there. So for a lot of you, it could be a sense of understanding yourself better, what you want in your life, what you don't want in your life, what is a priority, what is not a priority. And for those of you who the entire year have done some amount of work on yourself and understanding, or even letting go of patterns or things that have not worked for you, it's going to be quite an, I wouldn't say overwhelming, but it's the sense of an achievement is going to be very strong towards this time. There could be a sense of saying that, oh, I've come so far. So it's really a time to be patting yourselves on the back, Geminians, and knowing and understanding and accepting yourself for who you are. And also, I think for people that need to stay, and for those that need to be let go of, no matter how painful it is. On the 4th, we have Mercury that is going retrograde till about 23rd, and it is going in a part of your chart which has to do with relationships, both personal as well as work. Now, because again this is happening towards the end of the year, it's a time to be reflecting on the entire 2017. For you, this house has played, I would say to quite an extent, a key role. It's been in focus the entire 2017, your business partnerships, your personal relationship. It could be with your partner, your spouse, your lover. And it's a time to be rethinking on things, on lessons that you have learned, and then to be taking those learnings onto the 2018 year. So this is a time to be looking at your business partnerships, seeing whether something can be changed, something can be revised, something can be retweaked. Maybe you need to be dealing with each other differently. Maybe there's been too much of a sense of fear or ego on your side where you're not willing to let go of control. Similarly, in personal relationships, there could be that for some of you, you have absolutely no faith or trust in your partner being able to support you. And you could have been operating out of that space the entire year. And this again is a time to review those lessons and see as to what are the learnings that you can sort of sift through, and then walk into 2018 in a more stronger space. On the 10th, we have Mars that is going to Scorpio, and it is joining Jupiter, and it's there in your house of day-to-day chores, your health and your work. And Mars is going to be bringing about it like it normally does. It brings about a lot of momentum, it's more action. It's not really a time of contemplation. It's not a time to be doing any research. It's really a time of implementation. And that is what Mars tends to do whenever it comes and rather joins any planet which is already in a transit mode. And for you, because it is coming with Jupiter, which is all about expansion, and it's happening in your house of work, and it's happening in your house of health as well. It can be that because there is an existing expansion, whether you have been trying to expand your work, or you have been trying to get more serious about your health, with Mars coming out here, the momentum or the aggressiveness along it gets increased more. So be watchful that you don't get into fad diets, you don't pick up projects that are risky, or where maybe money getting paid could be slightly dicey. It may not be sure whether the money is going to come through, whether just could be empty promises. On the 18th, we have a new moon that is there in your house of relationships, both work as well as personal. And this window of the new moon is going to be giving you an opportunity to have new conversations. It's allowing you to reassess whether the partnership, whether there is room to do things in a new way. And that's what the new moon energy normally does. It gives you the ability to restart again, or maybe in the existing situation, it gives you a respite and says, okay, you can step back and you can look at it with a fresher perspective. So where your personal relationships are concerned, I think the entire 2017, if you have felt unsupported personally, and you felt, that you are the one who's having to do everything and your partner is just, grappling with things but yet not doing much, this is a time wherein that you have an opportunity to have that conversation with your partner. Similarly, as far as your work is concerned and your health is concerned, this is a time to be taking a fresher perspective of it. On the 20th, we have Saturn that is changing signs, and Saturn is moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn, and we already have Pluto over there. Pluto has been there in Capricorn for the last X number of years. It carries on being there for the next, for the next 7 more years. Pluto is going to be there in Capricorn. And this is happening in your house of joint finances, resources, sexuality, intimacy, and very importantly, this is also a house of transformation. So Saturn and Pluto are asking for restructure. For the next 2.5 years, you're being asked to look as to how it is that you share, how it is, whether there are power struggles with your partner. What is it that you're willing to sort of transform in yourself? Because that is the only way that change can come, Geminians. You have to be willing to change and do things in a different way. Pluto, what it does is that Pluto doesn't let you rest, even though he's known as a dwarf planet in astrology, but I feel in certain ways he's far too powerful than the mighty Saturn is. And this time we have both. We have a teacher planet and we have this tiny Pluto that is sitting and digging underneath the surface and bringing about all the stuff that has not been working. And Pluto also tends to bring out stuff from, you may feel that you've dealt with and you've done it over with. And because we are speaking about sexuality, intimacy, speaking about joint finances and resources, it could bring about issues. So maybe if inheritances, if there is some kind of a joint collaboration or a money that is there, that could sort of need some restructuring. It has to do with power struggle. You may feel, that you're not, the partner, your business partner is not being justified and you need to be given more. So, and even personal relationship, there's going to be this dance. If you are the one who's been the person who's been dominating and saying that, no, I'm the one, because I'm the one who's having to do everything, I'm the one who gets to dictate things and you don't matter, then the restructure or the thought process is going to be required for the next 2.5 years. So a lot of work, but a lot of exciting work, Geminians. On the 22nd, we have Sun that is coming into the same house of joint finances and intimacy. And it's really shining a light on the opportunities. Sun over here is saying that, listen, there is always room to change. There is always room for solutions. You need to be reaching out. You need to be having those difficult, tough questions. And because this also is about transformation, this house, Sun over here is also saying that transformation is possible. You are holding the key, Geminians. All you need to be doing is just going back within, seeing that over the last year, something which you tried consistently and did not work, given that you could have tried a certain pattern, but now is the time you need to be maybe taking another route and trying that different direction or a different approach in the specific situation. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Geminians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.